The ingredients that we'll need for the actual cake will be 4 cups of carrots. I have a little bit over 4 cups of carrots. I'll need 2 cups of dates, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. And then the ingredients that we will need for the filling is half a cup of cashews, 1/4 of a cup of water. What I'm actually going to use is the water that I soaked the dates in, so it's a little bit of a sweeter water. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, the juice of half a lemon, a little bit of salt, and 1/6 of a cup of coconut oil that's melted. Hey guys, welcome to Ellie's channel. Today, Alex wants a little raw vegan cake that he absolutely loves to have. And you know, before we became raw vegan, desserts was like, ooh, why we can't have a lot of that. Raw vegan cakes and vegan cakes and anything else that I have done in between that, I let them have whenever they want because the ingredients are so simple that we're not pumping them up with all the unnecessary sugar and sweets that you normally have. So all that you need for the base of the cake is carrots and dates. From there, we're just going to add our seasonings and do the topping. So if you don't have a blender, what you will do with well actually what I did with this, I made a juice first, and so I just kept the pulps from the carrots. But if you are not juicing, you can just go ahead and grate your carrots, and if you do not have a blender or something to chop up really fine with, then cut up your dates into small little bitty pieces, mix it up with your carrots, and that would be your base for your cake. So whichever way you're doing, we can go ahead and get started. What I'll do is add all of our dates first and give them a little bit of a pulse. So this is a little bit over 2 cups. This is almost 3 cups that I did. And I'm not going to pour the whole entire amount out. I'll see how sweet Alex wants it. And if he wants it a little bit sweeter, I'll just go ahead and add the rest. I'll add a little bit of the carrots so that way the dates are not sticking together. But I won't add the whole thing yet because I want the dates to get a little bit chopped up. So here we go. You want to help? All right, let's go ahead and turn it on. All right, big helper. All right, can you go ahead and pulse it? Yeah. That's all we need. They're pretty chopped up now. I can go ahead and add the rest of the carrots.
Yes.
Yes.
Ow.
All right. The rest of the carrots are going to go in here. And since, wait, it's going to explode. Don't turn it on yet. And we can start adding on the rest of our ingredients. So let's go ahead and get started with 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. You want to do it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and remove the top. That's giving me problems. All right, we'll just do it this way.
This way.
You can try. Of course you can try. Try. Does it smell good?
Yes.
Yes? You're not so impressed with raw cinnamon like that?
Africa.
Okay, here you go. Hold it. I'll let you know when to turn it over. Perfect.
So I like it with coffee.
You like it with coffee?
Yes.
So I make him raw coffee. So I usually soak almonds and sweetness, right? So like I usually soak almonds overnight, and then I get the water out of them, get them in the mixer, drain it out, and voila, he has his coffee. So the next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of ginger. So let's add 1 teaspoon of ginger. Where's my ginger? Okay. 1 teaspoon of ginger.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And
Okay.
yes. Most of yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got it?
Wow.
Half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Where is my nutmeg? Here it is. Can you find me a half a spoon? And be careful with the nutmeg. You drop that thing and your whole profile of texture and flavors would change. So if you don't love it at first, go ahead and do a little less, and then you can always add the rest. And we're just going to do a pinch of salt. There you go, you got it.
Let me.
Go ahead and do it. Now that we have all of the ingredients for our base done.
Not all of them.
Oh yes, we do. The base we do. That's the top of the cake. We'll go ahead and mix it in really good. Go. Okay. Let's check.
Let me show her.
More dates.
Yes. Let's do that.
Let's do it. Well guys, this was pretty eventful. My food processor decided to break in the middle of me trying to mix everything up. But for the sake of this video, I'll probably go ahead and chop the rest of the little bitty pieces of dates. We ended up adding the rest of what we already had, but they did not mix in. So what I'll do is transfer this whole thing over to my cake pan that I have, and the pieces of dates that were not mixed in while I was having problems, I'll go ahead and chop up and mix it all together, get it flattened out, and start working on the topping. Well, you guys, this was rather entertaining. I ended up cutting up all of the dates that were in there, which was, I didn't realize most of the dates. So now I pressed everything down, and this is the consistency that I have. And we're gonna get started on our icing. It's not an icing consistency. Now, you can freeze this substance for up to 2 weeks. And I don't personally like it after it has been frozen, but the boys would eat it. It's not going bad. You have lemon in there to preserve it. So what I'll do is add 1 cup of cashews. Remember that I told you guys I soaked my cashews overnight, and so I also soaked the dates for at least 6 hours. So I'll add 1/4 of the soaked water from the dates in there. I'll add, this is 2 tablespoons of lemon or half a lemon, a pinch of salt. You can add more coconut oil. I just don't like to be that greasy, but it helps to thicken afterwards. So whenever you place your cake in the refrigerator, it helps it to thicken. So I'll add about 1/6 of a cup. You can add dates. I'm actually running out of dates, so I'll add maple syrup. This is the first time that I'll do it with maple syrup to sweeten it, but 2 to 3 tablespoons of the maple syrup should do it. Or actually, that's about 3 tablespoons right here. And if you were adding dates, will be 6 to 8 dates. Okay. We add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's half a teaspoon, so that's what I'm adding 2. And we'll give this a quick mix. This is ready, and it is so good. I can eat this by itself. Too bad I'm not going to, but it is so good. So from here, what I'll do is put it on top of the cake that I already have in here, and I'll pop it in the refrigerator overnight or in the freezer for a couple of hours. If you guys are wanting to do something on top of this, then you can do coconuts, you can do cashews, more cashews on top of it, and just put some maple syrup, or you can do walnuts for extra crunchiness. And I forgot to tell you guys, walnuts in this cake would go absolutely great. I just try to stay away from all the fat that is in nuts. And so I already have the cream that's made of nuts. So that's about as much as I would want on there. But by all means, you are more than welcome to add another cup of walnuts in your filling, and you'll definitely see the more crunchiness, consistency, if that's what you're looking for. So I'll go ahead and put that in the freezer for a couple of hours, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. It has been a couple of hours since I put the cake in the refrigerator, or the freezer, and so this is what it looks like. This is the consistency. It definitely has thickened, because remember we put the melted coconut oil. So whenever the coconut oil became back into its solid form, thickened the whole entire cream that we have on top. From here, I am going to see what everybody wants, because I want one kind of topping, Alex wants another kind of topping, and there's no telling what Roddy and Braden want. So we'll just eat our individual pieces as we all like. Braden, are you having cake for dinner?
It is the best.
The best cake for dinner? Or the best dinner cake?
No. The boat.
The both. Do you want some more strawberries?
No, they're kind of sour, but yes, ma'am. Okay. I don't want some. No, ma'am. It is so good. Yeah. Wait. Oh, especially with that one. What if we eat this all? Can we have some a little bit more?
Well, it's dinner. You can have whatever you want.
Yay! But we don't have no cake.
You want to eat the whole cake for dinner?
Probably because it's so tasty. But can we make? Is there more products to make for tomorrow?
Another cake? We need to go to the store and get some carrots. We have everything else. Alright, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to turn on the notification button, because I always do. And every time I look back, I'm like, but I didn't get the notification. So-and-so's video just came out. So don't forget. See you guys next time.